Today, I'll be ranking the top 5 most annoying anime girls you wish would shut up already. These anime girls are the worst of the worst, and will drive you nuts with their awful behavior and complaining. Number 5 on my list is Rei from High School of the Dead. She's not just an annoying tsundere character, she is one of the worst characters you'll ever see, with the gross and messed up things she says to the main character. To give a little background, in the anime series, she had feelings for the main character before the anime even began. It seems like he had feelings for her at that time too. Things just didn't work out. So she goes out with a different guy instead. The main character has to watch her date another guy. Her boyfriend ends up getting bitten by zombies and had to be killed. Throughout the anime series, Rei can't let this go. She constantly tells the main character her boyfriend was a much better man than him, and he is nothing compared to her boyfriend. She constantly whines over and over. She keeps saying, "My boyfriend would have done this better. Why can't you be like my boyfriend?" It gets to the point where the main character wants to ban her already, but he just can't do it. This behavior is way too far. It's one thing for a tsundere character to yell at the main character, but to compare him to her dead boyfriend and telling him he's useless compared to him, knowing the main character had feelings for her, is just so gross. It makes you want to rage. Number 4 on my list is a character we know well. Everyone hates her and calls her the worst tsundere character. It is, of course, Louise from the familiar Zero. I'm pretty sure all of us know how she acts towards the main character. She constantly yells and attacks the main character throughout the show, often for very petty reasons. She insults him a lot and calls him a dog. She treats him as if he's her pet that must obey her. It honestly makes you want to rage and drop the anime series. The only reason she's not higher up on this list is that she at least acts dear dear once in a while. Number 3 on my list is Taiga from Toradora. Another name that should be of no surprise. She is as violent as Louise and yells at the main character often, usually for no good reason at all. You would think she would grow and develop into a better person, but nope, she stays the same all the way until the end. She gets angry over every little thing and is still violent towards the main character, even in the very last episode. People seem to think she's just being shy around the main character, and that is why she is so violent and annoying. Early on in the anime series, especially in the first episode, it should be obvious. She has no romantic feelings for the main character. She gets angry and punches him, simply because he annoys her. That's just how she is as a person. She gets angry easily, and then turns violent when she's annoyed. People seem to now have this weird perception that when a girl acts rude and says horrible things to you, that means she secretly likes you, and is just shy. No, that means she is just a horrible person. Taiga does develop feelings for the main character later on in the show, but don't confuse her rude behavior as being a tsundere. She is much worse than Louise. At least Louise will relax once in a while and act loving. Taiga just yells and yells non-stop. Number 2 on my list is Mine, also known as Malty, from the Rising of the Shield Hero. This is another character that we all should be familiar with. It's no surprise she's on this list, considering she accuses Naofumi of the worst thing a woman could accuse a man of. She spreads her lies and tries to ruin Naofumi's reputation. She has a smug look on her face when she sees Naofumi because she knows she's getting away with it, and basically brags about it. When you hear her talk, it makes you angry, and you just want her to shut up already. Number 1 on my list is Rekua from Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. You may have never heard of this anime character. You're lucky because I had to hear this character go on the most annoying speeches for several episodes. This character was way ahead of her time. If you've ever been on Twitch, you'll notice this blue-haired girl emote that is supposed to represent an annoying social justice warrior that easily gets offended. Rekua is basically this character. At first, Rekua was actually a likable character that was helping out the main character and the good guys. The main character wanted to stop a terrible group known as the Titans from abusing their power and doing terrible things to people. Rekua was actually normal for the first half of the show, and then her personality took a turn for the worse, and she became the worst female character I have ever seen. She betrayed the main character and his friends, joined up the Titans, and helped them kill thousands of innocent people. She showed no remorse and felt her actions were justified. So why she suddenly betrayed the good guys? Because the character Char wouldn't show her attention when she was feeling lonely and she needed a man in her life. I'm not kidding. That was basically her reason. If she was a horrible character from the start, it wouldn't be as shocking. But to suddenly join the bad guys and kill thousands of innocent people just because you're upset that man wouldn't pay attention to you is just so weird and frustrating. You're in the middle of a war that will determine the lives of many, and you're more concerned about having a man satisfying your needs as a woman. He's too busy preparing to fight in the war with everything at stake, and you're more concerned about your needs as a woman. That is just horrible writing. It gets much worse from there. She isn't number one on this list just because of betrayal. The good guys obviously are shocked by her actions and ask her the obvious question. Why did she do it? Why is she helping the bad guys kill thousands and thousands of innocent people? She then goes on a long rant about how men are terrible, and it's their fault for making her do terrible things and get to this point. She goes on and on about how men mistreat women. Keep in mind, she is very salty because Char would rather focus on winning a war than paying attention to her. In her warped mind, Char not paying attention to her proves that all men treat women horribly and how oppressed women are. She thinks all of that just from Char ignoring her. Now suddenly all men are evil, and many innocent people must die. Now suddenly Rekua paints herself as a victim that has been treated horribly by men, all because Char didn't show her enough attention. So she keeps going on and on about how horrible men are, and never stops. From that point forward, whenever she appears on screen, she goes on long rants and blames men for everything. She says things like, "It's all because of men. It's their fault. After all, they treat women badly." I have never been so angry before. If a man had done something horrible to her, I would understand her motive. But going crazy and killing thousands of innocent people just because a guy wouldn't pay attention to you is just all-time dumb behavior. I just want her to shut up already. But the anime series kept having her appear on screen to complain about men, and it's honestly ruining my enjoyment of the show. When she finally dies, it is like, finally, I'm at peace. She is much worse than mine because innocent people actually died because of her. And even with mine, she got less screen time as the anime series went on, to the point of barely appearing, while Rekua was getting more and more screen time, and we had to hear her go on these crazy rants about how men are horrible. It was such a miserable experience. This is the character I wish would shut up the most.